Hey everybody, welcome to the show. We've got our healthcare advocate Colin Powell here. Welcome, Colin.
Thank you for having me, Jeff, and the Hype Network.
Absolutely, we're so thankful for the time you've given us. So we have another battery of questions that we're going to do rapid fire. I know our visitors and folks around the world they've got questions, and I'm happy to bring them the answers that you're able to provide that may not be heard in the mainstream media. So let's hop right to the very first one. What blood type is least likely to get COVID?
Oh, um, well, that's actually a really funny question that you asked that because I actually have personal opinions that I think that are going to change what we currently know. But we do have some really interesting studies out already that have shown a variation. Again, I'm a big proponent that it's all about blood type. A lot of, in the beginning, we're looking at DNA, socioeconomic factors, all of that. But I think blood type plays just as big a role into all of this as anything, and we're now finding the data to back it. So people who, for example, are A positive, they have a stronger likelihood of getting it and recovering and being okay. That's not always the case for different groups. So AB negatives, maybe I think they're around in some studies around 44% less likely to test positive. And so I just want to focus on that one real quick too, because the AB negative 20% less likely to test positive, and O negative is 20% less likely to 40% less likely to test positive. What does that mean? Well, it means that we have some false. We have a lot of people who are out there that may perhaps have COVID, that that these tests aren't able to pick up on yet. So they're saying actually that there's probably about 12 times the amount of people who have actually been infected that that we just have no idea about because they were asymptomatic or whatever it may be. And a lot of that leading back to blood types, right? So the blood type least likely to get affected right this moment, we're looking at there is no blood type that's not impervious to getting it. Let's just go ahead and say that. But your chances of getting it and testing positive or negative, we're looking at, and we have very little data, particularly in the United States, and our genealogy and DNA changes across. But we're looking at some of the O negative folks and some of those individuals that when they get it, you're looking at a very serious reaction, um, as opposed to some of the other ones that may have gotten it and not realized it, which is a completely different thing that we have not really addressed as the United States yet. The average person comes in contact with 36 people, they say, before they even realize they have COVID. So there's a lot to this, and we're going to have a whole segment coming up on this, actually breaking down blood types. But I can tell you the AB positives, if you're in that group, in the O positives, you will have a stronger likelihood of being okay. If you're in some of these other groups, the AB negatives, some of these other ones, and you get it, you're more likely to be hospitalized 3 to 4 days longer, have some more severe conditions, and we have more than enough data to back all of that now.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And as usual, if you want to check out some of Colin Powell's other content, we've got extended content at hype.com, and we're going to have him back here in the next few days as new stuff resolves and as stuff starts to bubble up. I know that there's some very interesting topics we're working on. So thanks again for watching, everybody, and check us out at hype.com. Thanks again for
Thanks,
joining us,
y'all.
Colin. You bet.
Thank you.